Do you want to set up a free contact form for your website, which has good design, is easy to set up, easy to track responses on, and protects you from spam inquiries? You've come to the right place. Today, I'll first help you select the right contact form plugin for your website by comparing the top 5 most popular ones. And then I'll show you how to set up the 2 best free plugins, which are WP Forms and Ninja Forms. Why both? Because each of them have their own pros and cons, and you need to see them in action to choose the best one for yourself. The oldest and most downloaded form plugin is Contact Form 7, which is free, but I wouldn't recommend it because the user experience is clunky and you'll need to know coding to get any real value from it. It also has a history of security issues. Then there's premium plugins like Formidable Forms and Gravity Forms, which are good but technically complex and better suited for developers and advanced users, so we won't get into those here. This brings us to our 2 best free plugins, WP Forms and Ninja Forms. When you download them, you'll automatically be using the free version, which they call WP Forms Lite and Ninja Forms Lite, but you can always pay to unlock more features. WP Forms Lite is easy to use and has everything you need to put together a good form, like basic form fields, captcha for spam protection, email notifications, and a thank you page for form confirmation. It does have some drawbacks though, mainly that there are limited form fields and it doesn't show form submissions within the dashboard. You can only see them in email, which can be inconvenient for some users. For both these features, you'll need to upgrade to their paid version. Ninja Forms Lite is another great free plugin that has all the main features that WP Forms has, but not the same flaws. There are a lot of form fields which you can choose from, and you can also see form submissions within the dashboard. So overall, it's a great free option to build most forms. One con of it is that if you want some more form templates or features, you have to pay per feature because they treat them as extensions, and 2 or more extensions can end up costing almost the same as WP Forms. So in the end, it depends on your needs and which form fields or features that you require. So I'd recommend watching the setup of both plugins because it will help you choose the best one for yourself. So let's start with WP Forms. In our WordPress dashboard, just go to Plugins, Add New, and here in our library just search for WP Forms plugin, then install and activate it. Then we can find this new tab called WP Forms and click Add New over here. This brings us to the setup page. Let's give this form a name and then you can use a template or see a demo. Select a template and this brings us to the form builder. Now we can add or modify fields here if we like. The form builder is divided into 2 sections. On the left, you can choose the fields for your form, and next to that is the form builder where all your fields appear and they can be dragged and dropped into place as easily as this. If you click on a field, you can change any of those details here on the left hand side. If you look at the label right here, you can see a little asterisk and that's the required field right here. So we can make any of these fields required and they have to be filled by the user. We can also change some of the settings for the submit button by clicking on that. We always want to make sure that we enable some sort of spam protection for our contact forms, so click Save here. The next step is to set up the form confirmation screen and email notification settings. So head over to settings here. First, we're going to set up our email notifications. This is the email I've been using for my website, so that's where the notifications will also go. You can change this if you want or add another one if needed. Now here's the subject line of the confirmation emails, and here you can see a link to show smart tags. If you click on that, you'll then see that you can add in specific details from the fields that are going to be entered by the user. So for this subject line, we could add in a dash and then add the user's name to the subject line. So it now would read like this, which can be pretty handy later on. As you go down, you'll see the from name, which we can change to our website because we want visitors to know this is a notification from us. It also helps to match this to our domain so our emails don't end up in their spam folders. Below that is our reply to email address, which has a smart tag in it, so whatever email the user added for themselves is tracked, and when we respond to an email notification from them, it goes directly to them. So I'll leave it like that and then click on Save to save the changes. Now that we've set up our notifications, we are now going to set up our form confirmation screen. So we click here and come to this screen for our contact form, which means once the user has filled the form and sent it, he sees this. We can choose the confirmation type to be a message, page, or something else. We can type in our message to let them know that we'll be in touch. After you have done that, just go and click Save. Our final step is to add it to a page or sidebar on our website. So let's save the contact form and exit the form builder. This will bring you back to the overview screen, and we can see that our contact form is right here to add it to a page. We are going to head over to the pages over here and add a new page or use an existing one. I'll use this one and click on edit underneath. So that's now brought us to the block editor for our contact us page. To add WP forms to this page, all we need to do is scroll to the section that we want to put the form in and come back up to the block inserter up here, search and add the WP forms block. If we click on this, we get a couple of settings options here, like the title, description and other things. Once you're happy with it, click the update button and save changes. Now, if you want a sidebar widget like this for your site, head over to appearance and then click on widgets. This is your main sidebar here. I'm just going to click and we can find WP forms here. If you didn't see it, you can go to the search area. Then, just like we do on a page, we can click the drop down here and select your contact form. Once you're happy with it, click the update button to save changes. That is what it looks like now on your website. Now, let's see how to add a contact form with Ninja Forms. Go to plugins, then new and search for Ninja Forms. Then install and activate it. Now, you'll see this new button here and you can click here to open a default form. Let's delete that by clicking here. Create a new form by clicking add new. Now you can see some templates and I'll select a simple contact us form. We can fiddle around with the design till we are happy, then click it and your form will be created. Now we are going to pages and creating a new page to put the contact form in. Next, let's click publish and view the page by clicking here. So there it is, a new contact form on your page. Next, let's test this form to see how it works. We'll enter details and then click submit. In your dashboard, if you go here and click here, you'll see the responses here. You'll also get an email from WordPress saying you have a new message, which you can open like this. You can then reply and it will be sent to the person's email address. If you want to change the email ID to which these emails are going, go to dashboard, then settings, then general and change this email ID and click save. Now, if you go here, you can see that Ninja Forms has some really interesting add-on features as well. If you want to see a tutorial about these add-on features or any of the WP Forms premium features, comment below. Subscribe for more helpful videos, and here's another video I thought you'd like.